It is finally upon us. It's the thing you've all been waiting for and I've been begging you to do for ages. You've asked me questions, now it's my turn to answer them. It's time for the 1000 subscriber Q&A. So how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the goddamn channel, boy! I'm in a pretty good mood today, I'm feeling very happy. We've got some questions to answer today because we reached 1000 subscribers recently and I asked you guys to send me your questions about anything and everything. And well, here we are. So we're going to start straight off with a couple of questions I got over on my Twitter, which if you don't follow me, it's down in the description below. That's my main social media. I don't really use anything else, so go down there and give me a cheeky follow. Thank you, please. First question comes from my good friend Nick, or Nick James, as he is known on YouTube, and he asked, do you think Halo is played anywhere else in the Milky Way, or do you think we'd have to look to the Andromeda Galaxy? Now, my friend, this took some thinking about, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of had to rack my brain a bit, but thinking about it, where Halo is set, I mean, it could be anywhere, couldn't it? Let's be real. Do I think that Halo is played anywhere else in the Milky Way? Most probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe to them, like, playing Halo, they're playing as the bad guys. Think about it for a minute, huh? It's a possibility, my friend. Next question comes from J24_yeehaw, or yeehaw! He asks, why are you so cool? Well, my question to you, my friend, is why do you think I'm cool? That's what I want to know. I'm answering your question with a question because I don't think I'm cool. Look at me. But you, my friend, are cool because you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and you follow me on Twitter. Link down below. Alright, so we're moving over to the questions on the YouTube channel, and the first one comes from Alan Tolley, and he asked, will you do a face reveal? No, I'm not doing one. Go away. But then follows it up with, okay, for real, what are your 3 favourite Halo missions? Wow. Okay, so my 3 favourite Halo missions. Now this is a very, very interesting question. Everyone's got their own personal opinions on them. Everyone's got their own favourites, and some people agree and disagree, but these are in no particular order. Starting with Long Night of Solace from Halo Reach, because that mission is where the campaign suddenly takes a turn and starts kind of grabbing your emotions and putting them in a bag and punching the shit out of them. Because you lose George, and then we lose Kat in the following mission, following up to the package, and then we just slowly lose members of Noble Team, and it's just a massive like spin, because normally in Halo you always win, you're the good guys, or you know, you're always like all together, always at the end. And in Reach it just went a completely different direction and just killed everybody. So Long Night of Solace is definitely one of my favourites. I would say Crow's Nest from Halo 3 as well, because I like the setting of that mission where it's all kind of spooky when you're getting attacked, and then you've got to travel through the tunnels and things like that. You get to the hangar and you've got to hold off at the hangar, then move back through, and when you move back it's not the same as it was when you went like to the hangar. So it's kind of showcasing at the time on Xbox 360 the power that it had and how it changed everything, and I think that mission is really, really cool. Crow's Nest is an awesome mission in my opinion. And the third and final one on this list has to be the mission in Halo 2. I can't remember the exact name, so I apologise for that. But it is when you are in the tank and you have to like go across the bridge. I can't think of the name of the mission. It might be Metropolis. Is it Metropolis? Maybe. I can't remember. It might be that mission. But it's the mission where you have to take the Marines in the tank and you have to shoot down the Banshees, and you have the Wraiths all along this like bridge. It's just so cool. It's such a wicked mission. So for me, my 3 favourite missions have to be Long Night of Solace from Halo Reach, Crow's Nest from Halo 3, and then I'm assuming it's called Metropolis from Halo 2. So yeah, those are my 3 favourite missions. Next question comes in from Dapper Hell Jumper 101, who is a very good friend of the channel, and he's a good supporter of the channel, and he always comes around the live streams, things like that. So shout out to Dapper Hell Jumper. He asks, can I use my rolls as a card swipe at the grocery store? No, because I've not tried that, because I'm not fucking weird. Next up, question. Another very close friend of the channel, Mellow Llama, asks, Halo Infinite is the best game that launches in history, but you are never able to play it. Do you take that deal and let the Halo community get what they deserve, or do you decline this and risk playing a lackluster new Halo game? Now that's a very difficult question, because this is one of those predicaments where the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So in this case, I'm the few and the Halo community are the many. But if I pick to play the new game and it's lackluster, the entire community will be up in arms, myself included. But you know what? I'm going to say, to answer this question, that I would take the deal, because there are plenty of other fantastic games out there and I wouldn't want to ruin Halo for the community that it has. So I would probably move to playing other games and not play that one. But he didn't specify that I couldn't play previous Halo games still, so I can still play MCC and begrudgingly play Halo 5. But to answer your question, Melalama, I would take the deal so that the community get what they deserve, and I will take one for the team. So there you go. Next question comes from Team Grizzly, who is a recent subscriber of the channel, so what a legend. And the question is, if you could help develop the next Halo game, or any game in general, what department of the team would you want to be a part of? I.e. sound, coding, art, story, etc. Now this is a really good question. It's something I've never thought about before, and no one's ever asked me if I was able to develop a Halo game or any game in general, where I would kind of fit in. Everyone's got their role. You've got the sound department, as he said, you've got the art department, you've got coding, like AI coding, scripting, all this. There's so many things that go into making a video game. Where would I fit in? And to be honest, after thinking about it, when I first saw this question, I think for me personally, I would fit in the music and sound design area, because in my spare time, I'm a musician, I play drums, I play bass, and I think that I could probably bring something cool to the sounds and music department. Story would be quite fun as well. I do like to think about different ways stories could go. I could have made Spartan Ops 10 million times better by myself. But to answer your question, my friend, I would say sound and audio design. That's where I would personally like to be and where I think I would fit in best. And the final question comes from Shredder915, and he asked, what's your overall favourite game? Now this is a question that a lot of people ask me, and I have answered in previous Q&As on my old channels and on Instagram Live and things like that. And it's one that people don't really know. There's a whole story behind this, so we've got to get this video to 10 minutes, you know what I mean? But when I was a kid, probably about 7 years old, something like that, 7 or 8, my dad managed to build me my first ever gaming PC. And my dad was a massive PC gamer back in the day, and he just loved everything there was about technology. He used to repair PlayStations, and he bought the first Xbox, and then I kind of just nicked it from him, going, cheers dad. And he built me my first ever gaming PC because he'd done a night school course on building computers and things like that, and it's something he wanted to do for a living. And he decided to test it out and built me this game PC. I still have it to this day. It's at my parents' house, so I might maybe get that out for a video one day if you guys want to see that, show you my first ever gaming rig. And it's one which had it's like a couple of 160 megabytes of RAM or something like that. But we're going back a long time, right? And when he built me this PC, he got me a few games with it, games like Kingpin and Quake 3 Arena. That was another good game. But my favourite game that I ever played of all time is a game called Freelancer. I'll put a picture up on screen of the box art. It's a wicked game. It's an open world space exploration game. You start off as a freelancer pilot named Trent, and your whole story is becoming part of this security force, but not becoming a part of them. So you're kind of in the middle, and you get dragged into this war, and you've got all these different solar systems you can visit. There were 60, 70 solar systems with all different planets. You could visit every single planet and dock with them and trade goods and buy new ships and new weapons, encounter a lot of enemies in combat. You had first person, third person views. It was so ahead of its time, and I spent, I'm talking thousands of hours on that game. They had an online service as well, which had a lot of servers that are modded, like Star Wars servers, Star Trek servers, Battlestar Galactica servers, all modded. All the ships were modded to be designed around that. It was way ahead of its time, and I think it came out in 2001, 2002, something like that. And it is just still to this day my favourite game of all time. I've even contemplated trying to get a copy of it so that I can play it and stream it on Twitch or on a second channel that I will stream other games on. And I just really want to play it again. So to answer your question, my friend, after all that big long story time, my favourite game of all time overall has to be Freelancer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up this Q&A. I want to thank everybody that has sent me a question. And if I didn't get your question in this video, I apologize. I also want to thank everybody for subscribing and jumping onto the channel, jumping on the bandwagon and helping support me through this crazy journey right now. It's been really, really fun. There have been ups and downs, there always are. There's a few ruts, a few creative blocks, but we are back. And I'm really, really thankful to each and every one of you that send me messages on Discord, which, by the way, you can join in the description below. I also want to thank a lot of my close friends. I want to thank Mellow Llama for helping me, like, kind of manage the channel alongside me. Me and him have worked together for many, many years on YouTube. And we're like a dynamic duo, I suppose. Like, without one, there's not the other. So shout out to you, Jack. Thank you so, so much for your help. And, you know, hopefully we can continue this journey together. But anyway, that's going to wrap this video up. Thank you very much for tuning in. As I said earlier, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment as well if there's anything you want to talk about that I said in this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel as well and join the Fordy family. And of course, make sure you stay safe during this crazy time and this mad world that we're living in at the moment. But until the next upload or the next live stream, my friends, take care of yourselves, take care of your families and your dogs and whatever else you got. And I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, this is for the OGs again. I can't believe I brought this back. Tatty bye!